Hi everyone. Today we're going to study sample problems regarding circular functions. Let us have example 1. Find the coordinates of the point on a unit circle corresponding to an angle for the following. Letter A, 5 pi over 9. Letter B, 220 degrees. We know that ordered pairs are x, y, and this is equal to cosine t that corresponds to x and sine t that corresponds to y. Take note that t should be in radians. So example A here is already in radian, so we can simply substitute the values. So we have now the cosine t becomes cosine of 5 pi over 9, comma, the sine t becomes sine 5 pi over 9. Then using our calculator, we should set it to radian mode. And we have now the values negative 0.17 for this cosine 5 pi over 9, and the sine 5 pi over 9 equals 0.98. So this is our coordinates. We will simply copy this answer opposite letter A. Take note that this coordinate is found in the second quadrant. Let us answer letter B, 220 degrees. Let us substitute this angle to our coordinates formula. So we have now cosine of 220 degrees, comma, sine 220 degrees. But take note that the t must be in radians. Don't worry about it because in the calculator we're going to set it in degree mode. And if we take the cosine of 220 degrees, we will get negative 0.77, and the sine 220 degrees is equal to negative 0.64. So this is our coordinates. We will copy this opposite letter B, and take note the negative x and the negative y denotes that this point is in the third quadrant. The same way that our angle 220 degrees is in third quadrant. So this is our final answer. Let us have example 2. If sine t equals 3 over 7 and if t is in the second quadrant, find cosine t. We know that sine t equals the opposite over hypotenuse, and this is equal to 3 over 7. It corresponds that the opposite is the 3 and the hypotenuse is 7. Using the Pythagorean theorem, which is h squared equals o squared plus a squared, we will now substitute the corresponding values. The h becomes 7, so we have here 7 squared equals, the o becomes 3 and this is squared, so we have now 3 squared plus a squared. Let us simplify further. The 7 squared equals 49 equals 3 squared is 9 plus the a squared. We will transpose this 9 to the other side, so the sign will change. So we have 49 minus 9 equals a squared. 49 minus 9 is 40 equals a squared. And taking the square root of both sides, the a will come out alone. So we have a equals plus or minus the square root of 40. We can simplify this radical. We know that 40 has factors of 4 and 10, and further that is equal now to plus or minus 2 the square root of 10. And then we will go to take the cosine t, which is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. But we know that cosine is negative in the second quadrant as given in the problem. Let us substitute now. Cosine t equals the negative of this a. We will write the 2 square root of 10 over the h, which is the number 7. So this is our final answer. Let us have example 3. Find the values of each of the other 5 trigonometric functions for an angle given below. Also, sketch the reference angle. The given is sine theta equals the negative of 1 over 7, and this theta is a 4th quadrant angle. We know that sine theta equals opposite over hypotenuse, and is equal to 1 over 7. Take note that the negative sign here is written because the theta is in a 4th quadrant angle. But the opposite side is equal to 1 and the hypotenuse is equal to 7. By Pythagorean theorem, we will now solve for a. We will substitute the corresponding values. 7 is the hypotenuse, and this is 7 square, equals 1 is the opposite, so this is 1 square plus a square. So we will simplify further. The 7 square is 49, equals 1 square is 1 plus a square. Let us isolate a square. This number 1 will be transposed on the left side. The sign must be changed. So we have now 49 minus 1 equals a square. 49 minus 1 is 48 equals a square. And we will take the square root of both sides. The power 2 is now cancelled. So we have a equals plus or minus the square root of 48. This 48 is not a perfect square number, but we can factor this out into 16 by 3. And the 16 is a perfect square number, so we can simplify this radical by plus or minus 4 square root of 3. We are now ready to write the 5 trigonometric functions. The first function that we can write is the cosecant theta, which is the reciprocal of sine theta. So the sine theta is negative 1 over 7. Therefore, the cosecant theta equals negative 7. The next function is the cosine theta, and this is equal to a over h. We know that cosine is positive in right quadrants. This 4th quadrant is a right quadrant, so cosine is positive. Substituting the values, we have a as 4 square root of 3 over the h is 7. So this is our answer of the cosine. Now the reciprocal of cosine is secant. So we will get secant theta equals h over a. We will take the reciprocal of cosine. So we have now 7 over 4 square root of 3. The next function is the tangent theta, which is equal to opposite over adjacent. We know that tangent is positive only in alternate quadrants. It means to say this tangent will get a negative value. Substituting the values, we have negative 1, the opposite value, and the adjacent value is this 4 square root of 3. So we have the tangent theta equals -1 over 4 square root of 3. The last function is the cotangent, which is the reciprocal of tangent. So we will just simply take the reciprocal of this -1 over 4 square root of 3, and that is -4 square root of 3. We are now complete with the 5 trigonometric functions. Now to sketch the reference angle, first let us get the angle itself. This angle theta can be derived using our calculator. You will use the arc sign in the calculator. So theta equals the arc sign minus open parenthesis 1 divided by 7 close parenthesis, then hit the equal sign. You will get this value -0.143. Take note that you must set your calculator in radian mode. It means to say this value itself is in radian. Let us now sketch the reference angle. The theta here is a negative radian, so this is generated on a clockwise direction. From our positive x-axis line, and this is going clockwise, and we stopped, and that is the value -0.143. This is the angle that this terminal side makes with the horizontal axis. Now for the reference angle, we can use the same amount of rotation, but this time it is going up. So that is our reference angle itself. We will use the symbol T apostrophe, and we can read this as reference angle, and this is equal to the positive value of this theta, and this is positive 0.143. And since this is positive radian, it is now going counterclockwise, and it belongs to the quadrant 1. This is our final answer. I hope you learned something from this video. See you again next time.